Hey, good morning, replay viewers. Thanks for checking in here and everybody checking in on the web. Make sure you can still, if you're a replay viewer on the Periscope app, you can tap on the screen, give me some hearts. Definitely invite your friends, invite your followers. Give me a follow if you have not yet. Share this with everybody that you can. Thank you very much. It is November 2nd. It is the second day of a brand new month. It is a Monday. Good morning. Good morning, Justin. Good morning, Aiden. Thank you very much for the hearts. Greatly appreciate everything. Okay. That's how we're going to start the Monday off. Okay, that's great to see. Very excited to be here. This is day number 20. Day number 20 of the 75-day challenge. Boy, this has just been absolutely great, folks. I tell you, I have been loving this. I'm writing up a blog right now this morning about it, too. Loving what's been going on with the 75-day challenge. Thank you very much. Not only inspiring to me, hopefully it has been inspiring to you. And today, again, great inspiration came from something in my email. Thank you very much for everybody jumping in here right now. Tony Dungy, the former NFL coach. He's a commentator for NBC Football, Sunday Night Football in America. Definitely a Christian. Anybody that knows Tony Dungy knows he's a Christian. Has written a couple of fantastic books. And this one came directly from an email from him this morning. I'm going to read it to you. Got it written down here. Going to read it to you. The truth is that most people have a better chance to be uncommon by effort than by natural gifts. Anyone could give that effort in his or her chosen endeavor, but the typical person doesn't, choosing to only do enough to get by. And that is really the case with a lot of us in our lives, where we just continue to do what we normally do. We do the routine. We don't break the chains. We don't break out of that path that we're on. And that's what we are chosen to do, though, is to be uncommon, live different lives, live by example, live by faith, and just walk along doing something different. Are we meant to follow the same path that everybody else is right now? I don't think so. I don't think we should be doing that. I think what we need to be doing is going out and doing unique things, doing different things. And it can be very simple. It could be just, being positive towards somebody in a negative world. It could be, I've mentioned serving before and volunteering. Let me tell you a little personal story. I'm going to go a little long with this one here. This goes back about 11 years. I was working in Christian radio, lost my job at a Christian radio station. And I was a believer at the time. I believed I was living a Christian life, but in all honesty, I wasn't. In all honesty, I was not. So I went a year later. I went to work for another radio station here in Milwaukee, and I'm not going to mention station names or anything else, and went in, and they saw my background, that I worked 5 years in Christian radio, and immediately I was deemed the Bible guy and the Bible thumper, and everybody was worried, oh, he's going to come in here and he's going to, try spreading the word of God here and telling us to be talking about, scriptures on the air and everything. Like, no, I'm not. I'm here to work, work for this format, work for this station. And I followed along with the crowd. I followed along with what everybody else is doing there, and not what I knew that I was supposed to be doing. And that made for an extremely difficult year for me. It was a very, I don't want to say a dark year, but it was a tough year for me because I did not break away. I did not break the chains. I did not be uncommon in that area. And I got to talking with actually my former boss at the Christian station that was still a good friend and a mentor. And I told him what was going on with me. And he said, John, what you're meant to be in this situation, you're feeling dragged down, you're feeling negative here. You're meant to be the light in this station. Like, well, how in the world do I do that? I don't get it. I don't understand how I can do that. And it basically came down to, you just have to live your life the way that you know you're supposed to, and do not follow along with what everyone else is doing. So I started doing that. I really started doing it and tried letting my beliefs and my faith come shine through what I was doing. It wasn't me, walking up and down the aisles with my Bible and spouting off Bible verses all the time and everything. It was just the way I presented myself. And it really became apparent. It was, I believe the date was February 2nd, 2006. I was called into the program director's office, and it's like getting called into your boss's office, the general manager's office. You kind of know something's up. And when you see the person from HR there, you know what's happening. So I walked in, sat down. These were two wonderful people. I really liked them a lot. they sat down and went through the, hey, we greatly appreciate the work you've done here, blah, 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 but we're making some changes. And I just sat there completely comfortable, had a smile on my face, and, they said I was being let go from the position. They were moving in a different direction with things. And I had this big smile on my face, and they both looked dumbfounded. They just didn't get it. And I got up, said, thank you very much for this opportunity. It didn't go the way I had hoped it would this year, but, I'm just thankful that I was able to be here, and I appreciate every opportunity you've given me. Shook their hands, said, hey, can I get a couple minutes? I've just got a couple of personal effects. Like, absolutely. I went down the hall and talked with a good friend of mine that was working at another station in the building and told her what happened. And I told her, to be perfectly honest, I feel actually happy and a weight lifted off my shoulders right now. I feel good. And when I walked out of that building, probably a half an hour later, I literally walked out the front doors and I felt like somebody reached down and took this gigantic weight off of my shoulders. It was like God reached down and took this burden off of me. And I felt it right then and there that day. And I knew what my friend Danny had told me was right, that I needed to be the light, I needed to be different, and I started showing that. It was a little too late, I think, but really it was trying to live that uncommon life. And since that day, I've been trying to do that. I've been struggling with it. I continue to try doing it as much as possible. That's why I'm doing these Periscopes. This is the real big reason why I'm doing this, is obviously for personal benefit for myself, but hopefully to motivate all of you out there. So today it's really to go out and figure out how you can be uncommon. What couple of things can you do to change to be a little bit different than everybody else? Not that you're trying to garner attention or anything else, but what can you do to be different, to break the chains, to break the societal chains, break the family chains, whatever it may be. If you've been dragged down by something, how you can change yourself and hopefully the people around you. Hopefully that has motivated you on this Monday morning. I'll tell you, it's a great day. This is actually a really nice day today. The sun is out. It's supposed to be almost 70 degrees here in Milwaukee today, which is beautiful for a early November day. The trees are almost bare here. I normally don't show you guys shots from outside my vehicle here, but I'm at the school. The trees, most of the leaves have fallen already. It's kind of sad. That means, unfortunately, winter's not that far away. But hey, the first snowfall, crisp, clean, white, kind of renewal, different season. Then we get to look forward to spring. But looking forward to this. I hope with this new week and this new month starting that, if you need to get yourself up, make some changes, now's the time to do it. Yeah, we're on the 20th day of the 75-day challenge, but it's never too late to start. And even though we're coming up on the 1/3 way right now on this, I'm excited. I'm already looking ahead and planning I'm going to take a little bit of break between Christmas and New Year's, because this is going to end, I believe, the day after Christmas. I'm working on something even bigger for 2016. Don't quite know what it is yet, still in prayer about it, but I'm hoping to do something 365, where maybe it's not the daily motivations, maybe it's only a weekly thing, but over the course of 365 days, we're not just changing ourselves, but we're changing our families, we're changing our communities, and we're changing the world. Okay, that is my hope. And what I'd love to see is actually not just myself, but getting other Periscopers involved in this and really taking this format and using this as a motivation and an inspiration to do positive things. Because I'll tell you, I was going to save this for a different scope. I'm just going to throw it in this one real quick. And for the replay viewers, I appreciate you. It's for the live viewers and the replay viewers, I appreciate you sticking around for this one. I'm seeing a lot of things that really disturb me on Periscope. It really bothers me, and it came out even more this weekend with Halloween. Just some of the things that people are posting, and call me a prude if you want, but just seeing some of the things that are out there, it really bothers me. What people are doing, what people are showing, what they're talking about, and what we're seeing. And I think there needs to be a segment of us, and I'm not just talking about Christians. I'm talking about just people in general that, want a better life, want better things, and we need to flip it around, turn it around, and show more positivity. I am seeing a lot more of that. I'm seeing people, sharing inspiration, whether it's business, whether it's Christian values, whether it's family, people going through depression and other diseases, people sharing their stories, trying to be positive about it. And I absolutely love that on Periscope, and we need to do more of that. It doesn't matter what the niche is. It doesn't matter what the topic is. But if we can start spewing positivity out there, sharing it out there, and flipping this around and getting the negative people out of here, we can really make something fantastic out of Periscope. So hopefully you're going to do that as well. Thank you very much. I hope to be back on a little bit later. Some good news, and if you're a praying person, would appreciate prayers. In 45 minutes, I've got a phone interview for a great job here in Milwaukee, hoping it goes well. Have not had a lot of interview opportunities over the last last month or so, so this is kind of big for me. So if you're a praying person, would appreciate just a couple of prayers thrown my way for that. That's at 9:15 Central Time this morning. Hopefully I'll have an update for you folks later. Some other things I'm working on too. Thank you for everybody that's jumping in here. I'm going to be ending this, but please go back and check out the replay. I'm going to have the new blog up hopefully a little bit later today. Day 25 is going to be a cool one coming up at the end of the week. I am going to be doing actually a full recap of the first 25 days of the 75-day challenge for you in case you missed it. That way you can jump in, and it's going to be longer, a little bit more interactive, and I'd really love to see questions out there. Who's ever throwing out the gold hearts, God bless you. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciate that. If you're not following me, please give me a quick follow. You can swipe left or swipe right on the iOS, swipe up on an Android, click on my profile. Good morning, Vanessa. And I haven't even been checking people's profiles this morning, and I'm sorry. I normally do. I'm just so focused this morning. So thank you very much. Hey, Chad. Oh, you're jumping in late, buddy. I'm getting ready to jump off here. I was just saying I've got a phone interview for a full-time job here in Milwaukee coming up at 9:15. So, Chad, if you could take a minute to throw a prayer my direction, would greatly appreciate it. Actually, I'm curious. I just want to see real quick. Whoa, Justin, my goodness, you are working the hearts hard today, buddy. Thank you very much. Yeah, you can always do a heart reset, too. I love that. Yeah, my goal was actually to be to 10,000 by Saturday, and I didn't broadcast a lot over the weekend. The hearts, it's just kind of motivation for me, too. I've been looking at faithscope.tv, or fullscope.tv, excuse me. Faithscope.tv. I need to do that. Fullscope.tv, which gives me analytics on everything, which is great, seeing who my most engaging users are and everything. And it's a little disconcerting. I haven't had as many viewers as I would have liked, obviously, but that's okay as we continue to build this. I don't get anything monetarily out of this. I do this for the benefit of myself, first of all, for the motivation, but for you folks out there too. Because I really want to, I'm hoping that I am inspiring people by what I talk about. I'm not a Scott Williams. I'm not a minister. I'm not a pastor. I'm not a TV evangelist or anything. I'm just an average, ordinary guy. I'm a husband, father of 5, one more on the way, unemployed, looking for work, but want to share inspiration and motivation. Green Hearts 11. Thank you very much. Seriously, Justin, did you really seriously build that? Or is that just a joke? If you built that, that is awesome. We may have to sell that on Periscope. That may be the first Periscope product here for. I use my little finger. Yeah, the only place that you can't. Oh, that's the thing. If you're a replay viewer, you can still tap hearts. You can't comment, but you can still tap hearts, which is really cool. Very cool, man. Yeah, the only people that can't give hearts are people that are viewing online. On the web. If you're in the app, you can give hearts at any time, either the live or the replay, which is cool. Well, thank you very much. Hey, I got to jump out of here. I got to go get my iced coffee. I may seem like I'm hyper this morning, but I'm really tired. Yes, you better go patent that. Hopefully, I don't have too many smart people. Actually, I shouldn't say that. I do have smart people that come through here, but not a lot of entrepreneurs that come through here, so nobody will steal your idea. I promise I will be back with something a little bit later. Might be a little bit more of a fun scope. I'm overdue for a grocery shopping scope, too. Oh, hey, well, I'll save the brag. I've got a couple of dad brag things, and I'll save it for later. All right, thank you very much. Share this. Vanessa, I got to ask, where are you from? Just want to ask, because there's not much in your profile. Just curious, Vanessa, where are you from? I like to see where all my viewers are from. I've had them from, my buddy from Russia didn't check in this morning. I'm a little disappointed.